What if I told you there's one simple band exercise that can help reduce knee pain, rebuild strength, and make walking, squatting, and climbing stairs feel so much easier, especially if you're over 50. Whether your knees feel weak, injured, or you just have some off days, this movement will target the exact muscles that protect and stabilize the knee joint. It's low impact, it's joint friendly, and most importantly, it works. I've coached hundreds of clients over the age of 50, and if they have knee pain, this is one of the first exercises I teach them because strong knees change everything. And in this video, I'm going to show you the exact exercise, the exact setup, and how you can modify it if your knees are sore or they're feeling good or you're just getting back into training. And if we haven't met yet, I'm Gavin. I co-own New Zealand's only fitness studio for people over the age of 40. And this right here is the exact kind of smart, sustainable strength coaching I do every single day. So before we jump into this exercise, I just want to give you some context behind this. So I've personally had over 8 knee surgeries myself, and this exercise was actually a key part of my rehab. And even though my knee still is not 100%, it's probably close to that right now. I'm able to run, I'm training for Ironman and doing things like that. And this exercise, like I said, has been integral to helping me strengthen the knee. And one thing I want to talk to you about is the quad muscle. The muscle we're trying to actually strengthen here is the quad muscle. It's the VMO, they call it, vastus medialis oblique. Remembered it. And what it does is it supports the knee. It's the muscle that supports the whole knee joint, and it attaches down right in here, okay? And what it is, that muscle is one of the fastest muscles to deteriorate in your entire body, and it's very difficult to get back. And what we find is time and time again, if we can strengthen the quad muscle, knee pain generally starts to fade a little bit, depending, of course, on what is going on with your knee. But I find this to be very, very effective. So the way I like to set this up, now I've got a big post here. You may not have that. And I'll show you, near to the end of the video how to set it up if you haven't got this. But let's just say you've got a post, you can wrap it around. The bands themselves are loop bands. There's lots of different types, but I like these bands. They're quite versatile, very, very strong and robust, and they work very well. So I'm going to just loop it around the post this way, and you're going to make a loop, and you're just going to tighten it against it. And what you want is to be around about knee level, not too high, not too low, about this level. And you're going to step your foot into the band that way, and it just goes below the knee. Now, some people this can cause some pain or hurt the skin a little bit. You can put like a towel or something behind it to stop that happening. And if you've got like a Baker's cyst or something stuck behind the knee, this may not work super well. So you could have it lowered down that way, but I prefer it to be behind the knee, right? So when you think of what the knee actually does, it actually extends and contracts that way. Now, when you put your foot in the band and you step backwards, the muscle still contracts. It's a beautiful way to do it. And when your foot is on the floor as well, it's called a closed chain exercise. And it means that your foot isn't moving around in space, it's on the floor. And when you stamp your heel back down, all the muscles in the leg fire exactly as they should. And it's important to understand that. So I'm going to put my leg in. I'm going to just have that band just behind the knee. And I've got a post I can lean on. So I'm going to take my leg back and just get a little bit of a stretch on that band. I'm going to put the ball of my foot on the floor. And this is quite tight. I can start to feel it. I'm going to support myself against the post this way. I'm going to stamp my foot back down that way. And when I stamp the foot down, the muscle just contracts. The quad just activates straight away, and you can feel it burning pretty quick. I'm going to let it go forward again. Not going to take my foot off the floor and stamp it back down, and slowly take it back forward and stamp it back down again. Now, I'll probably do 12 to 15 reps, and if you watch a lot of my videos, 12 to 15 reps is a great number, providing it's challenging at the end. Before I move on to the other side, all right? 12 to 15 reps is perfect. Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to rest just a little bit, and then I'm going to repeat it 2 more times after that, right? Now, also as well, while I've got a full body band workout that you can have absolutely free. All you need to do is comment bands down below, and I will send that to you. And it's basically joint friendly, designed for over 40s, more towards people that are maybe a little bit injured or can't lift heavy weights. But comment bands and I will send that over to you. Now, if you haven't got a post, I'm going to take you over to the door and show you how you can set it up within the door. So what you get is you get like an anchor point like this. So these bands come with these anchor points, all right? And this anchor point will slide through the door. So I'll try and show you as best I can. It slides behind the door, okay? And there's usually a ball on the end. I haven't got the ball this time. And when you close the door, the door closes and the ball stays behind the door that way. And then obviously this is a loop. This is broken. But there's a loop like that. And what you do is then you just feed the band in through the loop exactly the same way that we just did it. Something a bit like that, right? And this sticks behind the door that way, and then you can pull against it. It's very, very strong. So all you do then, you put this behind the door this way, and that will stick in right there, and it'll pull right against there, and you can set it at that right height, and you can do it against the door. So it's a great way to do it if you haven't got a post. So that was the video for today. Like, a lot of questions around where do you get those bands from. If you type in power bands into Google, there'll be a whole bunch of companies that do them. I don't sell them myself, obviously, so go and have a look at those. And you can get different sizes. They're like medium, strong, easy kind of scenario. And you can get them in a set as well, so try it out. So look, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please let me know in the comments. If you would like a full banded workout, comment bands down below and I will send that across to you. I'm going to leave a video in one of these corners that I think you may like, so go over and check one of those out, and I will see you on the next video.